This video is going to be very short and simple. I just wanted to go over a little bit of information the Dragon Wilds developers recently dropped, and this is a little bit more information on Fellhollow, one of the biggest updates, and in my opinion, the biggest update the game will get. We do have a little bit more information on this. We do know the update is going to be coming at the end of this year, so we do have a little bit of ways to wait for this update. I think that this region is going to encompass the majority of the upper part of the map. As you guys know, that is one of the biggest areas that is fully blocked off right now. We do not have any regions up there, as well as a little bit on the right side. There's a potential of a new territory and region appearing there as well. I think Fellhollow is going to be one of the biggest regions that the map has on offer on its release. We do know that with Fellhollow, it's going to be a completely different biome. It's somewhat as described as a land suspended between life and death, where beauty and death intertwine. There's going to be crypts, graveyards. It's going to have a deeper, darker tone to it. We do know that there are going to be 3 new enemy types so far coming to this territory, one being zombies, skeletons, ogres, zombie ogres basically. So this area is pretty much the land of the dead. With Fellhollow, we're also going to be getting a new dragon which is going to accompany this region. This dragon is going to be a Maru, and its design elements are going to be fitting for Fellhollow overall. It's going to be a soul-eating dragon, and it will do everything in their power to ruin our day and steal our soul. So this is going to be a completely different region than what we've seen. We've seen, the windy, stormy mountaintops. We've seen vast open areas. We have a swampland, and then this area is going to be completely different overall and have a completely different field. Obviously, with Fellhollow, we don't have a lot of information, but there's going to be new furniture items, new buildable options, armor sets, weaponry that is going to come in play and come on release of this region. Obviously, with new enemies comes new threats, as well as new weaponry that they are going to be able to have. They do seem to point that these skeletons specifically are going to have different abilities. Each ability is going to have a color code system to it, which will communicate to the players what kind of threat is it going to be. I think these skeletons are going to have somewhat of a debuff ability when they do attack you, but we're going to have to wait and see. Now, the biggest thing about this that I wanted to quickly go over to close off this short video is a lot of what the development team drops to me is very, very short-winded, simple communication, and I'm glad that they're dropping some information for us here and there, but to me, in my opinion, it is not very necessary because there's not a lot of information here. We already know Fellhollow's coming. We already know a new dragon's coming. We already know a new region's coming. We didn't know exactly what it was going to look like. We did recently see some concept arts. So Fellhollow, in my opinion, is very, very far from finished. And we do know that it is now coming at the end of the year. Like I said, it's going to be a while till this region opens up. I don't think we're going to be seeing much more come to the game until Fellhollow's release. They may do another quarterly patch just like they did with the Palisade walls, and they may introduce a little bit of things here and there. But overall, one of the bigger updates, one that you would normally what you would see come every 3 months, is not going to come until over a year after the game's lifespan. Now again, guys, we like to be optimistic here, and I do understand it is early access. As you guys know, we support early access and smaller development teams here on the channel, but Grounded 2 is about to be announced, and they have decided too that they're going to make their updates be a lot more spaced out as well. But we do know that their updates are going to be massive. They've already stated this. The game hasn't even released. They're not going to do what they do with Grounded 1, where they do little updates here and there to bring small minor things to the game. They're going to be doing them every 3 to 4 months. But with Dragon Wild, we haven't really gotten one big update yet. There has not been a single big update for the title. We've had small little changes, optimization, and fixes to the game, and then we were given Palisade walls as well as the archer skill opening up. Me, that wasn't big enough. That's not a lot. That's not a lot to keep players to the title. I know a lot of people love this game, as do I, but the game does not have enough for people to stay in it. Even the buildables, even endgame, when it comes to survival crafting games, one of the biggest things, just like in Shrouded, is once you've gotten all your tier systems up, you do want to build a massive base that has purpose, that has style to it. Currently in Dragon Wilds, there's not a lot of variety for us to even work on a base that is diverse from other builds that we've done previously in the title. I'm still excited for it. I still love this game. I'm still going to be covering it. That's kind of like what we're doing here, just covering every little thing just so you guys can have all the details as they come out. We're just going to have to see what the development team has up their sleeve and if they're going to drop something unexpectedly for us. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And as always, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.